everyone, and welcome back for another Creative Faith video. In this video, I'm going to be flipping through the brand new Lessons from the Manger devotion book that you can get on Amazon. And actually, I sort of lied. This isn't totally brand new. This is one of the very first devotion books that I ever wrote. I love Christmas time, and this was such a special one, but it has never been on Amazon before. So I've released it before as a kit in my Etsy shop in 2016 was the very first time, and so I'm excited to have this available on Amazon for you now as this great bound book with lots of verses and room to write and draw and create and document what God teaches you as you read through the stories surrounding the birth of Jesus. So I will link this in the description box below on Amazon, so you can get it there. I also have a printable version of the devotions, so if you want to check that out, you can do that. I will link that below, and I also have a kit in my Etsy shop, so I will link that below as well as an unboxing video. And the last thing that will be linked is my whole Christmas roundup blog post, so be sure to check that out for tons of Christmas products and printables. But in this video, we are going to do an in-depth flip through of the Lessons from the Manger. So this is the same cover design that I did in 2016. I love just this little simple manger that I made with a star on the top to remind us of the simplicity of the birth of Jesus. And there's the back side, and you have all these fun little red and green dots. All right, there is a title page, Lessons from the Manger by me. And there's a spot for you to put your name and a spot for where to find us online. And there's a little author's message, and then you can use the hashtag Lessons from the Manger to share on Instagram, to share your pages and your posts and what God teaches you as you work through this. And then there is a whole spot about how to use this book. I love including instructions on how to use this book in my devotion books and things like that, because that way, if you are brand new to Bible journaling or creative journaling, it walks you through exactly what to do. It also makes these a really great option to use as a gift. Next, there's a spot for you to write out a prayer for this season, and then there is a table of contents, and so you can mark off each devotion as you finish it, and there are 12 devotions in this book, and they are kind of organized more chronological versus the other times I've released this where they were just kind of all mixed up. These are more chronological in what happened during the birth of Jesus. And then this is an overview page. So this has all 12 of the devotions, and then a spot for you to write what God taught you. You could put your favorite verse in here. You could write a little sentence overview. You could write out what this teaches you about God or Jesus or the Holy Spirit. You could write kind of one word in here. So a great spot for an overview. You can kind of reference this back to see, oh yeah, what did I learn? So each of the devotions is on the left-hand side of the page, and then on the right-hand side, there are 2 to 4 to 5 or 6 going deeper questions. And then there's a spot for you to do some reflecting there, and then there are 2 dot grid pages between each devotion, and then it repeats. So that is kind of the setup, and the first one is all about Mary and Elizabeth and kind of their relationship and words of encouragement. The next devotion is all about belief, and we have Zacharias and his story in him and Elizabeth, and because the birth of John the Baptist parallels very closely with the birth of Jesus. And so you have this story about unbelief. Next, we have obeying dreams. One of the things I noticed as I was studying the birth of Jesus was how God was communicating with all these people through dreams and how they were responding to dreams, and just thinking of this theme of obedience this Christmas. Another theme in the story of the birth of Jesus is do not fear. That's another phrase repeated a lot. And so we're doing some reflecting about what does that teach us and how can we apply that to our lives today. And it's a reminder that we don't have to fear because God is by our side always. Next, unwelcome. This devotion is about being unwelcome, how Jesus is unwelcome in our world, and what does that mean for us as well. Shine. This is about shining and light in the darkness, which is a very appropriate theme. Stillness and peace and slowing down and reflecting. Next devotion. Then we have humility, a huge theme in the story of the birth of Jesus and a huge lesson from the manger for us to remember that Jesus is humble and we need to also be humble as well. Direction and kind of reflecting on the wise men and the star that they saw guiding them, thinking about God's direction for your life. Next we have gifts, and the wise men presented him with gifts. And then weeping. So we have a really tragic part of the story of the birth of Jesus with King Herod, massacring all these baby boys. But I am reminded that Jesus came to save King Herod. And Jesus offers forgiveness to, the worst of the worst. And that's a really important reminder for us as well. And then you end with songs of praise and this theme of people worshiping Jesus as this, this baby, this little boy, and how that should be our heart this December and this Christmas season as well, to have a heart of worship and praise as we reflect on lessons from the manger. So I hope you'll pick up this devotion book. I'm very excited to see what God teaches you as you work through it, as we reflect on the manger this Christmas and what that means for us. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the bell notifications so you don't miss out on any Creative Faith videos. And be sure to pick up Lessons from the Manger, either the printable, the physical book on Amazon, or the whole kit in my Etsy shop. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Comment below if you're excited for Christmas and excited for Lessons from the Manger. Bye!